Right. Livrchan Mar, Omalei, Emschlo, Moshel, Madavadomer. He says, I'll tell you what it's analogous to. Lodom Shoya Holich Bamidvar Hoyoroye, Voye Fitzomek. Person was traveling desert, he was hungry, tired, and thirsty. Umotze Ilon Shviros of Mesukin, he came upon a tree that its fruits were sweet. Vitzilo Noyer, its shade was pleasant. V'amasamayim Overes Tachtov, and a spring of water, brook of water flowed under the tree. Ochel mi Perosov, he ate of its fruits. V'shos mi Meimov, he drank of its water. Yosh Vitzilo, and he sat in its shade. Ushibigesh Leilech, and when he was going to take leave of this tree, Ome Ilon Ilon B'ma Vorchecho. What bracha should I give you? Omar, Im Omer Lo Shi Perosecho Mesukin. To give you a blessing, your fruits should be tree. Hari Persechem Mesukin. They are sweet. Shade Tzilcho Noer. Hari Tzilcho Noer. Shade is pleasant. Shtei Amas Hamayim Overes Tachtecho. Hari Amas Overes Tachtecho. The spring, the brook of water should run under you. Eli Yirotzen Shkol Netir Shenoti Mimcho. The bracha is that all the plantings that they plant from you, Yikamoscha, should be able to replicate what you are. Afato b'ma v'rochecho. Im b'Torah, should give you bracha, you should have Torah. Hari Torah. Hari yishloch Torah. Im l'gdula, greatness. Hari yishloch gedula. Im l'chavod, if it's for honor. Hari yishloch kavod. Im l'osher, hari yishloch osher. Im b'bonim, hari yishloch bonim. You have to elo yehi roshin she kol tzetzoi memeecho. That all your descendants, kamoscha, they should be to accomplish what you've done to be at your level. Tana Rabbanon. Yora. We quoted a possible Yoro Malkosh. What's Yora and what's Malkosh? Tana Rabbanon. Yora Shemores Abrius Laticha Gosein. It's the first rains. It instructs people they should start waterproofing their roofs. Because if the roof is not slightly slanted, what happens? The water accumulates on the roof and seeps into the house. So by putting pitch or some type of covering on the roof, plaster, it causes the water to flow off the roof. Bring in the fruits from the field. So it instructs them. The word yoreh. It's yoreh. The rain, the first rain instructs them, alerts them that they have to prepare for the winter. That's one reason why yoreh is called yoreh. Okay? Davracher, another pshat. Yoreh, I'm reading the Bach. Sheyored ben nachas, v'eni yored bezaf. It falls, the rain falls gently and not with a fierceness. Davrache, another pshat. Shemravis oretz. It sates the earth. The first rain sates the earth. Umashkatom, and it seeps all the way down to the center of the earth, which is the water table. Shenemar, Tlomeo rover. It furrows, it sates. Nachas, gedudim, birvivim togmagagno. Tzomcha, tzimcha tavorich. What grows is blessed. So until now, the yoreh is something which is positive. It instructs, it sates, right? All this. The yoreh, sheyored benachas, veino yored bezaf. It falls gently. It doesn't come down with a fierceness. Oeno yored. Yoreh elishmesha. Maybe yoreh means, Rashi says, it's like shooting an arrow. It comes down with like a bolt of lightning force. It causes the fruits to fall out of the tree. What kind of fruits in the tree? We're in the winter. So Rashi explains there's certain fruits that stay in the tree, like the esrog. It's bishar l'shana. So therefore, it's still in the tree. We'll see Rashi in a moment. Mashtif azroyim. It inundates the seeds in the ground. Mashtif haseilonos. It floods the trees. So maybe that's what it means. Who said it means something positive? Maybe it's something which is destructive. Talmud malkosh. Ma malkosh l'brocha. Just as malkosh is brocha. And so it says yoreh u'malkosh. Af yoreh l'brocha. Wait, no. Maybe malkosh means from the meaning that it actually mal, like it like circumcise. It breaks. Elishemapolis abatim. It comes down with such fierceness, the rain. It causes houses to cave in. U'mishaber silonos. It smashes the trees. Umala sakoin. And it drives the rodents out of the ground. How do we know yoreh is positive and not negative? The Bnei Tzion, they rejoiced, different levels of rejoicing in Hashem. Ki nosa lochem es hamora litzdaka. So we see mora litzdaka. V'yorei lochem geshem moro malkush berishom. And that refers to the rain that comes in the right in the it's tzedakah. So you see something positive. So just as yor is positive, malkush is also positive. Let's see Rashi. Interesting Rashi's. Yeah, Yoreh, Orientap. The Nosati Mitaratz Bito Yoro Malkosh, right? Saying the Kriya Shema, Dvoim Shemor. I will give the rain in your land, Beito, Yoreh O Malkosh. The Yoreh Malkosh. Yoreh Revir Rishona, Heredes Bimar Cheshron, the first rain that comes in Cheshron. Kedukam Olam Nikur Yoreh Shemor Lem Latir Gagosein, Betir Shaltit. They put a plaster covering on their roofs. Shul Yitfuk Shemabai, so the rain shouldn't seep into the house. So the rain, the crops that are drying in the field, the first rains alerts the farmer he should take in the crops. What's Yoreh? It falls, it rains gently. When a teacher teaches Talmud, how does he teach them? He's supposed to teach them with a gentleness. From the word Kidduchsiv, Divrei Chacham benachas nishmoim, posting in careless. The words of Chacham, when they speak it, say gently. Inami lo shechetz yoreh. When you shoot an arrow flies straight. Haholech b'yoshveinu not l'kan l'kan. So also the rain goes directly into the ground. Lo shenarchish miskavin lo oretz ve'inu yored bezaf. Okay? Tlomeh rover. Meravet tlomeh charisha shalot. So it actually sates. Nachas hul guder b'nei odom hainu pshara mikro kami dor shafil geises post. Okay. Sheshop says no, maybe Malkush means it actually inundates the what? The Yoreh means it inundates the plantings. Till now we say Yoreh indicated something positive. Maybe it's Loshen Kalola. Come on, Yoreh, it says when you take a person and you throw him to be killed, to be stoned, you throw him down. Sheshover Akol, or Loshen Chetze Yoreh, or the arrow. If you listen to my mitzvahs, if not, what nosati means, and if you don't listen to my mitzvahs, nosatim taratzchem yorom l'ro, I will cause rains to be destructive rains. Nilsa balmo v'orcha de brais l'mislikai gavnem. And what else does that? Nesha peirosov. Now, which fruits are in the tree still at the beginning of the winter? So Rash says, she'odem bilon gon esrogim o rimonim. You hear this? Pomegranates are still in the tree at the beginning of the winter. I don't know how long a pomegranate is in the tree. Okay? Because Parsha the Gemara says, Esrog is dormi ilo mishana l'shana. Pomegranate seems to be, it's like every other fruit. From here it seems to be the pomegranate stays in the tree longer than the average fruit. Osofi tekenim, the last of the figs which are still in the tree. Malkush, Malkush, lebrocha, she'efshel dorshel l'shabi granos, lahashe peru, shenim mitzuye bosa perek. Because it doesn't exist. Viato yochel dosh el letova, she'ored halim lilos. What does it mean? What's called malkush? It goes on the kernels that are still growing in the field. V'lakashin, umemalis atfu, it causes the kernels to ripen and to be even more full. Hodom no, dilma malkush klodu, vochim hashemol v'koshe kloma. It's not going on the stalks of grain, but rather it smashes the houses. Molas abatim, v'ilonish, it breaks the trees. Mafil mishabim koshe litfuah. Shemal sakon brocha dekro lemi limayim boros sichon umorin. Okay. Shemabla sabatim, Shemashol Kalkam Shemol Kashusei Shel Yisrael, Inam Mishmol Davrakoshe, Chotech Mishabir. Sakoi, what is Sakoi? It drives out Sakoi, Min Arbet, a type of locust, the different species of locust. Hatzlotzal Sako, Malkosh Loshen Arbe, Hine Lekesh Acher Gosei, Esamor Litztoka, Almutz, more quotes about how do I know Yoreh is something positive? Because it says, Es hamora litztoka. So if it's righteousness or it's a kindness, alma yored l'tova. Further, Ton Rabbanon. Yoreh b'mar cheshvan. When does Yoreh fall? The rain, which you call that comes in mar cheshvan. Or malkosh ben Nisan, and malkosh that comes in Nisan. Atomi Yoreh b'mar cheshvan malkosh ben Nisan. Oh, no, Elo Yoreh b'tishrei. It's a month earlier. The Yoreh comes in Tishrei. Or malkosh b'yor. So it's a month early and a month later. Talmud be'ito malkush, but it says be'ito in its time. So what's its time? Its time means in Cheshvan, right? And in Nisan, not delayed. Hear this? That why is it called Malkosh? It removes the toughness of the Jews. The toughness of the Jews. Yes, so Rashi says, Ksheinu Yored. Because what happens if the rain doesn't come, what do Jews do? They start doing tshuva. So the tough stance of the Jew is softened. She'enu Yored Chosni Yisrael b'tshuva misanin v'osin stokos, and they give tzedakah. Okay? So that's the reason why it's called Malkosh. Shemal, if the rain doesn't come, it softens, it removes the hardness from the Jews. There you go. Okay, noch einmal. Omer Rabbi Niloi baridio mishmol dovshe Malkosh shel Yisrael dvei Reb Shmuel tono dovshe malitvu bakasher. It's called Malkosh. It causes the kernels to get fuller. It fills the chaff, the stalks with wheat. That's what it's called, Malkosh. It's memale. It fills it. It's something which comes on the husks and the stalks. That's Malkosh. Malkosh. It comes on the lilos. That's the kernels, and kosh from the kashin on the stalks. Yore b'mar Cheshvan, we said earlier. Yore falls in Cheshvan, u'malkosh b'nisan. Atome Yore b'mar Eino ela b'chodesh Kislev. Maybe it's two months later. It's not Cheshvan, it's the next month. Before we said maybe it's the earlier month, maybe it's Tishrei. How do you know Yore comes in Cheshvan? Mar Cheshvan maybe it comes in Kislev. Tomelo b'ito Yore malkosh. In its time, Ma Malkosh Beito, just as Malkosh comes in its time, which is what? Which is Nisan. If you're a Beito, so Yoros comes in its time. What is that? Its time means in Cheshvan, Mar Cheshvan. Kevichot's in Nisan. Therefore, so if the time of the rain is supposed to be in Nisan, what happens if it rains later? It's a problem. Kevichot's in Nisan. It's not. We had earlier. It's a siman kololo. It's a curse if it rains later. Tan Yidach Yoreh b'Mar Cheshvan. Malkosh beneath the Rameir. Rameir says Yoreh falls in Mar Cheshvan and Malkosh beneath in Chamomrim. No, Yoreh beKislev. The proper time for rain to come is in Kislev. Mant Chachomim. Who are the Chachomim? Omer Avchista Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Yossi. The Tanya. Ezi Revi Rishona. What is considered the first rains? Habechira. The best time for it to come, the first rain. B'Shlosha b'Mar Cheshvan. That's the best time. That's the earliest. The third day of Cheshvan. Beinunis, if it's a little delayed, slightly delayed, b'Shiva lavo. If the rain comes, the 7th of Cheshvan, Mar Cheshvan. Afelo, but if it's really delayed, it's late, b'Shiva osabo divrei Meir. Then it falls on the 17th. Because it's a whole question of when you start fasting. Because it doesn't happen by then already we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Saint Talmud. That's in Eretz Yisrael. That's what he's saying. But he says, what happens if it doesn't rain already by the 17th? That's the ultimate time. But the medium time, the medium time is the 7th. So we had earlier. It's Machlokas. It's Machlok Rabbi Leil and Rameir. Yerudo Menos. Rabbi Yehuda says B'Shiva. The first rains are supposed to come the 7th. Okay. Ubi Yud Zayin. The Benoni is the 17th. Ubi Esrim Ushlosha on the 23rd. So therefore, that's Rabbi Yehuda. Rabbi Yossi, my Rabbi Yossi says no. B'Yud Zayin, the 17th is the first rain. B'Esrim Shlosha is the second. That's the medium time. U'Rosh Chodesh Kislev. That's the third. That's the latest. And if it doesn't rain by Rosh Chodesh Kislev, then you know you have a problem. V'cheno Rabbi Yossi Omer, and that's what he says. And Yechidim Sanin at Shegir Rosh Chodesh Kislev. When did the Yechidim Talmidei Chachomim? When did they start fasting? If Rosh Chodesh Kislev came and it didn't rain by then you start fasting. But the others hold no, it's earlier, right? Because they say it's what? It's the 7th, 17th, and 23rd. If it doesn't rain by the 23rd, you got a problem. Rabbi Yossi says no. If it doesn't rain by Rosh Chodesh Kislev, that's when you have a problem. Rav Chisda. Rav Chisda says halacha Rabbi Yossi. Rabbi Chisda says we were like Rabbi Yossi. Ameimer Masi Lobhar. Maybe expresses Rabbi Chisda's statement in this Shlosha b'Mar Cheshvan Shol and Sakshomim. 3 days of Cheshvan. 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 3 days of This is what we discussed earlier, right? On the 3rd of Cheshvan, we start saying Saint Talmoter. Rabbi Gamliel Omer B'Shivabo, right? The 7th, you say Saint Talmoter. Omer Rav Chizda Halocha K'Rab Gamliel. We rule like Rab Gamliel. When do you start saying Mashu Rechmor Ragoshem? Not Mashu. Saint Talmoter on the 7th of Cheshvan. What about if you have 7 consecutive days? It starts raining continuously. It's considered like you covered the whole gamut. What's the whole gamut? It starts 7. What did Rabbi Yossi say? Rabbi Yossi says it's 7:23 and what? And Rosh Chodesh Kislev. That's Rabbi Yossi. Come on, Rabbi Yossi. Let's see Rashi. Zayin Yom Zechazer. Shardu Geshomim Vov. Achshav V'lo posku ad Yom Shviv Yordu Zayin Yom Zechazer Atomon Ben Rishon Shlishlik. Rabbi Yossi Aliba the Rabbi Yossi Hocha Havalu Ben Revio Rishon Shnio Shnio Shlish Rishon Shnio V'Chavgia Hein Zayin Yomim Im Shniim Me Revio V'Chav Gimel ad Lamid Zayin Yom Below Yom Revio Achrona Kulu Tanoi Lo Havi Hocha Remei Adam Rishon Gimel Shniim Zayin Lekavin Tzelus El Arba Yomim. Yeah. What he says. If it spans the what's it called? If you take a look, the intervals, according to one said, we had earlier. What did the other one say? Rabbi Yossi says it's the 17th, the 23rd. Then you have the 23rd Rosh Chodesh. It said the 70 intervals from each one of these dates. 70. The other one said the 3rd and the 7th. So it's only 4 days, right? Let's say according to Rameir. Rameir says, what's the optimum, the first rain? The 3rd of Cheshvan. The second is the 7th of Cheshvan. So how many days are between the 3rd and 4 days? Afelo Shivosa. It's 10 days. So it's not 7-day intervals. Rabbi Yossi, it's the, what's called? It's the 3rd, right? Rabbi Yossi had said it's the 17th, the 23rd, and Rosh Chodesh Kislev. So they're all 7-day intervals. Okay, come on, Rabbi Yossi. Nachamo. Rabbi Lilo Megsham Shiyardu Shiva Yom Zachazer. Atamona Ben Ria Rishona Shnia Ushlishis. Come on, Rabbi Yossi. Omer Rav Chizda Alocha Rabbi Yossi. Bishlam Ria Rishona Lisho. So what's the value of the first rain? The first we start, that's Lisho, right? We start saying Saint Talmud Shlishis. If it doesn't rain by the 3rd, what do you have to tell me? The earliest? When's the earliest the rain's supposed to come? At certain dates. You start saying no malta. What's the latest? What's irrelevant? If it doesn't rain by that date and it passes, we got a problem. So what do you have to do? You have to start fasting. What is the value? Tell me when the middle time is. Bainis. What's the value? Bainis lemai. Reb Zeru lenedorim. You hear this? A netter. A person makes a netter. It's off limits until the rain, until the rainy season. Is it speaking about the latest, the first, or the middle? Okay? Hanoder arag shomim. Person makes a netter, it's off limits until the rainy season. Okay? Aleph. Achug shomim, or he says until there is rain. Achetered revishniyo, when the second date comes. So the first date, we say the bechira, is when you start saying Saint Talmater. The last date, which is called Afelo, that's if it doesn't rain by that date, it passes, then you start fasting. The middle is if you make a netter, you say it's off limits until the rain comes, then it's the middle date. Why? Because that's the way people, in the vernacular, they speak about that's the time. Take a look at Rashi. Why is it Vishniya? Achte Rivishniya, ben Norm Hochon Achloshim Neodom, ben Korim Geshomim, Lurishon Achte Rishniya. People only refer to the rainy season when the second rain comes. We can't veil. Why? Can't veil because when the streets and the roads really get muddy, it's only when. So therefore, the first it's like a light rain. They don't feel the effect of the rain. So and the rains, that's when they. Geshomim. Hainu Reviu Shniya. The first and the second Geshomim. 1 second. Let's see, sir. 1 moment. go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good. Very good. Further. Reb Zvid Omar L'Zeisim. When it says, what is the middle time for? For olives. Right? Ditnan. What's his name saying? It's L'Nedorim. Reb Zer says L'Nedorim. Reb Zvid says it's L'Zeis Ditnan. Memus I call him Mutorim Belek Chichupeya. Now, Leket Chichupeya. Right? Which you have to leave for the poor. When is a person who's not classified as a poor, when is he permitted to partake of that? That's only after the poor have finished going through the field, meaning they're ready to miyayish. They're not interested. When the nemushos, we'll see what nemushos means, when the stragglers, that means when the poor already, they've gone through, they have no interest going there because the people already picked it pretty clean. Then the rich people go and take, because they've already been, they were miyayish. But olalos, what about olalos? That's also part of the tree. When the poor go through the vineyard, when they finish picking the vineyard, whatever's left, it's not worth for them. No one is interested in going back there. Regarding the olive tree, after the second rain comes, the poor people, they already give up. My nemushos, what is the meaning of nemushos, right? Omer Rav Chizda Sabi Das Le'atigro. Poor people walk on a cane. They walk with a cane. Rashi, let's see Rashi. Peret lo sfar achrech lo sito tfart menu. Shechon nemushos besod bekan ve'elach nisiyashu sharaniyim. Lefi shiodim nisha lek shechupeya nemushos notlam. Because they figure, look, if they come now, there's nothing worthwhile left there. Nemushos loshim emashisht. They thoroughly go through Mishoch Alim Bekerim Yod Klomesh Loktum Chozu Bo Pam Shniyo V'Hashta Basra Daitu Anim. They've been there twice. Mishetele the Arha Hishaita. What does that mean? Why they called Nemushos? The Moras. The Azli Atigra Hochen Ben Nachas. He used Tigra means they go gently. They walk through slowly Umayni Tvei, and they look carefully. They don't leave a stone unturned. Metargmina Marse Biplach Matigva Tigro. Tosus learns, take a look at top Tosus. Like I explained it. Nazli Atigro, Holchim Bimaklos. Vinishor Naleim. So if a person walks on the stick and you bent over the stick, where are your eyes? Your eyes are not straight, they're looking at the ground. So therefore, if they already went, these people went through, you won't notice a thing. These old people went through. Okay? Reish Loksham Lukuti Bas Lukuti. Rashi, it's the pickers after pickers. It was picked through twice. Oni Molech ben Noachrav. What do it mean? A picker after a picker. The poor man comes, and who trails behind him? His son. So he's looked, and his son, and both of them already went. There's nothing worthwhile left. Oni Molech ben Noachrav. Kan veil poskin shani melukot. Rapabban k'dei laluch b'shvili harushus. Sheshushus bezdin over yidrochim lekatzi shvilin. The moment Bezdin gives people permission to take shortcuts through the fields, that means there's nothing left in the fields. Otherwise, Bezdin would not give him permission. Why? You're permitted to go through these pathways until the second review happens, because then they already stop cultivating the fields. That's the reason. Rashi, once the winter grain starts growing, people step on it, trample it, they're going to destroy it. Okay, foot. Rav Nachman Yitzchomar, Levarish Perishvius. The Revi'ah Shniya has relevance to what? That all the produce that's left from Shvius, it's called Sman Abir, you have to get rid of it. You can't have it any longer. Did none? Ad Mosai Nenin, Besorf Bitevenu, Bekashel Shvius, until when you're permitted to benefit and burn the straw, of Shvius at Sheteri V'Yishniyo. Only until that point. After that point, you have to get rid of it. My timer, why is it that point? The second date of the rainy season, the Chsiv, it says, Levehemtecha by Shvius. Levehemtecha, Lechai Asher Ba'artzecha. You should, you're permitted to feed it to your domestic animal and the undomesticated. So the Gemara asks, what do we have to do with the undomesticated animal? So we're linking your animal to undomesticated. When the undomesticated is able to scrounge in the field and has what to eat, then what you gather in for yourself, you're permitted to feed to your animal. But if there's nothing left in the field for the undomesticated animal, then you're not permitted to feed your animal any longer. Then you have to get rid of it all. So that's the V'Yishniya. When do you have to stop feeding your animal from the Shvius? When you reach the V'Yishniya. My Lashon Reviyah. What's Lashon Reviyah? The first Reviyah, the second Reviyah. Usually Reviyah means quarter, right? Davish Reviyah Sakarga. It's something which it impregnates. The water impregnates the karka, right? That's the way. Could review the Mitra Balo de Aro. Who's the husband of the earth, of the ground? Rain. That's which gives it the ability to grow. Just as when the rain and the snow falls from heaven, the Shamado Yoshev doesn't go back. So what do you use the Lashon? Holido. It causes it to give birth, right? And to grow. So we see that the rain and the sheleg, the Navi uses the term holido. It causes it to give birth. So the rain is the equivalent of the husband of the earth. Yeah. Further. Omravo, Revi Rishono. What's Revi Rishono? They sheterid bekarka tefach. The first rain, which is not a very heavy rain, it only penetrates the earth 4 inches. Shniya, they lokuf bo pichovus. You hear this? Meaning that it saturates the earth enough, it becomes muddy, that you can take the mud without adding extra water and use it as a seal to seal a barrel with it. Okay? Right? Where it becomes so muddy that without adding water, it's muddy enough that you can use it to seal a barrel. Rav Chisda says, if it rained that much, that the earth is muddy, that it's enough without adding other water, you're able to use it as sealant on the barrel, it's not called, it's not a drought. You have sufficient rain. Because it says in the creation, he will withhold the rain. If it rained to this degree, it's not being withheld the rain. Let's say it rained early in the morning, before Shachris, right? It's not v'otzar. That's not v'otzar, Rashi says. There you go. Ein zu klolo shel v'otzar es shemayim. Kodem zman kriyishma. The chsiv beg. If it rains, v'otzar shemayim v'api shelo yerov yishomim. If it rains early in the morning, it's a good sign. Before Shachris. Before the zman kriyishma. Amar elo amar el kodem v'otzar de'urta. Yeah, it's only before the zman kriyishma of the nighttime. If it rains in the morning, even though it's before the morning, but it's not before the night, it could be considered a problem if it didn't rain sufficiently. The clouds of the morning, although they look like rain clouds, less mashosha, means nothing. Those clouds aren't going to bring any rain. The chsiv, as it says in the Novi, ma'aseh loch Ephraim, ma'asach lo Yehuda. What am I going to do for Ephraim? What am I going to do for Yehuda? V'chazdechem kanam boker. Your chesed is like the clouds of the morning. It's worthless. Your chesed has no value. Just as the clouds of the morning, it seems that rain's coming, but they're meaningless. Right. So you see that even though it drizzles slightly in the morning, it's all meaningless. Okay? Omne Rafabal Abaye v'Arbi Inchi b'Maftech b'Bei Mitro Bar Chamer Mochsaki v'Goni. He says, how could you say that what? That the clouds of the morning mean nothing? People say v'Arbi Inchi b'Miftach Bovi Mitro. Im Yordim Baboke Shposna Psochim. He says, if you wake up in the morning and you see it's raining in the morning, he should take the mule driver who's going out to work, he should take a sack, put it under his head, and go back to sleep. Meaning it's a sign. How can you tell me that the clouds of the morning are meaningless? It says when you go out and he sees the clouds and see a little rain, he could go back because he's guaranteed for the year. It's going to be a good year. He doesn't have to worry. Right? Miftach Bavi. When you open your door, Mitra, Bar Chamra, the mule driver, Moch Saki V'goni, he takes his sack, puts it under him, folds it, goes to sleep. Lokoshia. It depends. What kind of clouds do you see? If you see thick clouds, Ava thick clouds, that's a good sign. But if you just see thin clouds, it means nothing. It means nothing. Rashi says, Ovim, if it's covered, the sky coverings with thick clouds, that's a good sign. But if it's just thin clouded, then it's nothing. Omer Rav Yehuda, Tova l'shato, the tevis armaloso. Yeah, it's good for the world. It's good for the year. The tevis armaloso when it doesn't rain during tevis. What's tevis? Tevis is the summer. In tevis, the winter, right? Tevis Shvat. Amar Rav Yehuda, Tava l'shato the Tevis armaloso. It's good for the year when it doesn't rain in Tevis. Ika de Amri lo Bairi Tarbitzi. Osen the Komishim Arbitzim em Torah Einem Boros Neshadrochem Yofenlen. Vochen al Talmidim Vochen al Lumul Torah. Hear this. Meaning the locations where they disseminate Torah, that there are no holes on the ways, because it makes it easy for them to travel. Okay? Because if it doesn't rain, so if wind comes, the mud doesn't get swept onto the ini. How can you tell me it's good? It's a good sign for the year. When Tavis, it doesn't rain. He says just the opposite. When you get all dirtied from the mud of Tavis, that's a good sign. Somebody said, "Lokash hodos imitrumi korod los imitrumi," meaning Rav Chizda is speaking about when it rained before Tavis and it also rained in Tavis. So that is a good sign. But if it didn't rain pre-Tavis and it rains in Tavis, then it's not a good sign. Then it's not. It's not a good sign. Yeah. Lo'osa mitra b'yikora, tova l'shata, tevis mindavalto, lo'shnachar adosa mitra b'yikora, tava d'muk. Amen. Okay, that's further. Let's say you have a community, it rained in part of the region, the other part of the region didn't rain. It's not called v'otzar. Because there's a question when you start fasting. Right? Is that called, it's a negative sign. So it says it rained some part it didn't, it's not a problem. Morzini, Voksiv, Gamanochi, Manati, Mikemis, Hageshem, Bo Shlosha Chodoshim, Lakotzir, Vimtati, Al Ir Achas, Ir Achas, Lo Amtir. Chaloka Achas, Timtor, only one Chelek, and that's a curse. How can you tell me it's not an indication of a curse? If it rains part of the region, the other doesn't. The Navi says that if it rains on one city and the other city doesn't rain, it's a curse. And that's a klolo. When it says he'll withhold the rain for another 3 months, l'kotzir, and then he says, or you have it rain on one city, or city doesn't rain. And Rav Yehuda says, name of Rav, both of these statements is a curse. What does it mean? So he explains. He says, where it rained, because it rained too much. So when it rained too much, it ruined the wheat. And the other place where it didn't rain at all, there was no rain. So you had no wheat. Right? So they're both a curse. Too much rain is no good, and no rain is no good. Right? But what do you see here clearly? That if it rains part and part doesn't, that's a klola. Look at no. Where is it, of course, where it rains in part of the region and it rains too much? But let's say it rains on part of the region the amount that you need, and the other part it doesn't rain, that's not a curse. What's the reason? Because then you're able to go to that other part of the city and purchase the food. You understand?
Sure.
So even though one part of the region is denied, there's not going to be a hunger. Right? But if it rains, it's too much and the wheat gets ruined. So then nobody has anything. So then it's a klola, then it's a curse. That's when you start fasting. No, 100%. If the rain ultimately is coming, you don't have to worry. The rivers are full, whatever it is, then you don't have to worry. Sometimes if you have snow in the mountains, just the worst time before the streams are going to be filled. Omer Avashi dekanam dechsiv timotor te mokamotor shmamino. It says in the pasuk chelk achas timotor, meaning it's going to be all rain. Kloma yosemidai timotor, it'll be all rain, too much rain. Omer Avome mosem vorchen la'gshamim. When the rain rains in a very special way, when there's a bracha saying b'shamim. Hear this. When the rain hits the ground and like one droplet goes towards the other droplet. It's like the bride and the groom going out to greet one another. He says another pshat, where literally the water flows in the markets. Like it's flowing in all directions, flowing towards one another. It's like the chosin going towards the kala. What bracha do you say? My bracha. Amar Rav Yehuda, Amar Rav, modim anachnu loch Hashem Elokeinu. We give thanks to you. Al kol tipa v'tipa chorarta of every droplet of water that you brought down for us. Rav Yochanan Messiah Hochi. Rav Yochanan completes the tefillah. Ilu finam olishira kayom. If our mouths would be filled with song like the ocean, u'd'shnei rino kamogalov, and our tongues of song like the abundant waves. Ad. What's Aleph? The going. Ve'milucha shimcha malkeinu. Al yazveinu rachmech shem lo azvuni broch rovados. Baruch, it's Baruch Hashem rovados. Rovados lo kolodos. What do you mean rovados? Abundance thanks. Shekol amrav emek kelhodos. Kelodos, rovados. We say both. We say rov and we say kale. Rovados osa atokore la kodesh baruch lo kolodo. Vochim baruch Hashem rovados lo chol el kachos baruch Hashem kelodos. The mashva kolodos. Kelodos, it indicates that he's totally, he's deserving of full praise. Omer of Papa Hilkoch Nemeno the Tarvayo Kelodos, Rovodos. Now the question is, what do you say, Rov? Shem Rovados, Bemarbis, Hodos, Hakel Kshel Kolodos. Mashum Mitchilo, he Mashum Rov, Mamish, Volom Rubos. See, it says, if you say Kelodos means all. So over here, when we translate Rov means with abundance, not the majority, right. Rather abundance. Okay, we'll stop here.